Okay, mbula VInaka na viokani ni wakarongo te kumai. Gosa voting ka vana miniti, me wala kaloko me viti, sa voting ka tolu na miniti ko me viwa nangona me New Zealand. Tababi di VInaka ni siama chikumingo nananda bulan into kai na singo VInaka ni kua o Alipate Traill. Ena may biwa sa iti kinukwa na bongi VInaka ni kua mempalete ndo na songo levu na makaduriti ko New Zealand. Ena singa pakaruwe katumay na karusalukaru ni singa ni bula Oktoba. Ni bula VInaka nakabalib sarbikim do na bakong bula ti kumingo. Luisa Malumubatu, Veronica Simpson, ndong bula VInaka New Zealand, ndong bula VInaka may Australia, pagkatala nga may Amerika, vikim do na siya matikumay. And si VInaka ni kondo bula talaga Manilandi, Francis Bawanga, bula VInaka Francis, long time no see. Good to see you connecting in tonight. Angela Namba, dong bula VInaka. May pakangana keni bakaraw, and ken tikubuta kinananda vitalo ni ko me nando mandananda sere me bulang wata tu na vitalo na totoka ndana baka na mata kina na silwe na kanikuwa tamaru ta kani banga lalti ko tu main laturanga na ita Alipate Traill me may wasi weekenda na songo VInaka na Melanesia Festival 2022 nimbula
And my family's here to stay. We've been here for a pretty long time, and we work hard day to day. I'm a Melanesian and I'm proud of that, but I hope that someday we could all live together forever in peace, in God's way. What'd you say? What'd you say? Melanesia, they songo au lewena, au banga caravanu aboli.
Sarong-rong VInaka tira na sereado mami VInaka na non na mata sereo chale mareau na non rotolanga tiko na sero ya na Melanesia. Totoko baka oti ni bunga be rana wekanta me viti le weekend na sema tiko na bono baka Melanesia wili tal tunga kino viti ya wir na tiko me viti bunga weekend na sema tiko na eto Solomone sema tiko i Vanuatu so talangana wekanta mai Papua New Guinea sa talangana wila kino irana Canucks mai New Caledonia. Nda marotaka ni tiko bat ki kenda ni kuana nanda bulan do kai o Alipate Traill me mai tala no manda weekenda na buku ni ndo na songo vo senkai ambudini tiko mai na wakasa mongo ni Melanesia Festival ngwana Loloma ni bita nampak saoti ia na mara ko tumai ni karusan bukoro ni singa ni bulongo ni singa bukoro wai sana baka batu karakina na tatanrango menda baka mbula sarve ni Alipate ni mbula VInaka ni ta.
Isa ni mbula VInaka Dr. T nagsarvale na besureti mai ni mbula VInaka keda na barongo tumai na sarsar tumai na bong ni barawai VInaka ongo happy Fiji Day kimami maro taka na Fiji Day celebration ni Kuya Kalandi. So happy Fiji Day to everybody out there today from Auckland.
VInaka saya Aotearoa leo VInaka liu takatiko na bonongo New Zealand anda pa mini VInaka beiro keda na wekanda New Zealand levu non revito politiko na kena marotaki na madoni bosa baka viti baka talanga kina na baka na numini nona tu baka teki koya na nonda matentu mai viti VInaka ba lebsara neta rambangani oba madal tikim ni manda weekend so weekend mam segeri kim ni baka tua bir na sema tiko mai na nomoni matu bale na bunoni tabutumiki na kornivasu ke na bunoni susumikina
na kuna levu edango Alipate Traill mai na koroko levuka bakapiti levuka opalau vasuki sabu-sabu mai tungo i New Zealand ndo sa vidana yang baki go sa si vitambeka rusanga bulu kawalu mbeka na yang baki iyo na tu mai New Zealand kei balangi Hawaii talenga wakawati ni kina yanu ko rarotonga ke aitutaki marama na watingo marama ni nayatukuka limna lubendrau rona ilewa tolu na tangane do bolak tali ngule ta batale ya oh ile sang kasi mai
totoka saratoka ngone bulong-bulong ngone re VInaka au klani ke mami be pa mi VInaka chuka ni ke mroro ba ko biutini ba bimbe be te kura na nonando bitoko ni tuna taka lele bondo ba dora ni tai ba na korni buli o ni abuli kino ni abuli mandi be
oh ya iyo bida batana korni buli abuli kina au tekivu Stella Maris Primary bida na embaki o chia kito samba di lande New Zealand na yambaki walu vitu na matai niku o chia to mai yambaki banga New Zealand to mbadi lesta le Vanua sa roti ke mamina lilio ke mamisandro tale viti ke mamile vida yambaki lima tali viti to mbadi lesta limai yo levuli LDS Technical College with na yambaki o chia mai high school tele St. Peter's College Auckland sa o chinga Auckland eu salok sari Hawaii meu levuli na Brigham Young University ang bakiba mai kia ana buna ule daka kina na Polynesian Cultural Center kina Korvakaviti na buli meke na daka suluni meke iyo na be ka baleti kenda na ito okay iyo
sa totoo saranga orinika ni ando na korni buli bi barotake baka bimbina no mo bengarabi chungo New Zealand na tema na performing group na no mo bibak tablit chuna meke orinika ni tando rakani memdo ngorongoro na rere VInaka ni non rato isulu na ngoni orto na ngoni rato bete kurani ba madalang matanga bakaleka na usutu ni no mo temana dance academy oni atekabuna New Zealand.
Yes, na vale buat Dr. T. Saya baki bangor na nunggu titi pakatu na kornibuli. Kornibuli lai-lai. Ito tek bu mentanga. orto na le tolunga na lubengu ngase ke rota langone. Ya, 5 ngana ito tekibu na embaki Rosa Ivan 2018. Ya, iyo. Ocia sa tolibay tabi to na Fiji Day, kena embaki votale sara vatataro mai levo na matuvale, mera rabe kota manaluber, mera mai vuli meke, vuli vosa. Lako-lako ni kuwa sa 2022, go sa basa nga vulkali manangone sara lewe na to na nonto korbuli laylay. Okay, korbuli laylay sa ando na kana kena daka-daka na nanggarabot siko na dakasulo ni meke na bibata bulidi na meke na vosa vakaviti do vidur makinga na ibata bubuli da bulidir na meke o tiara taruma na da na bali ni meke ngo na kelang gangana ngo na kena imbale rabulida tu so na vosa lalai ena engandrebi mera ndo na ngau na mera vosa vakaviti it's not the main focus right now. Like our main focus for these kids is to give them the experience. Meron kilaman da nga. Matalelibir na ngonengo. So na matubali ratuki na sinirongo valib na po sa mga viti. Erasenganin daw chiko na kenangon sala mera mbao meke to experience the meke. Ninda tungo New Zealandi. Sinilibo na songo endo daka me garabikina na kavakaviti ngo endo na vanua na vivo ke lulu kendo endo sota tu na Cobenzon State na Pacifica Arts Center. Iyo sa ayambaki vango ke mamisavaro sukatal na ayambaki ngo madhaw sao ti to vai dorito na nonto programo na Auckland Museum membaleti na madhaw ni vosa vakaviti. Doon ta manilala libra laki ani ker merle sarabi orto na ngone mera waitabi to na meke to da kabatal nga ndo na show vakame vivarita kini yau vakaviti na Lomani Lifeways Gallery na imbe na masi na bimatanggali wow na tanoa kono dhamaka utotoka ko chiko Lomani Gallery vaka kina vakamadhala to make it to Lomani Gallery na ngone o chato mbadi tostali sana kando kona atrium vo to ede ni ker vaka meri riko talir na ngone ni red na lev ni tamatara wawatu mer mai sarsara okay kuni rede gona kato vara tagato na Lomani ambaki ongo inyo so na madha ni vosa vakaviti madha ongo to sangai Bimaro takitu mai rara na singa ni na numi kay viti na Fiji Day Festival Auckland kata VInaka na singa ni kuwa tamani sina isarga na rara na ranale sarsariani gay madhaw maingo to varau takitalinga me to vaitabi na Melanesian Festival matay bagando ni festival ni Melanesia me kay New Zealand. So also sarga na yang bakingo na vuli meke na vuli vosa ke mami sa maraw tak sarga ni oti ni songo levo na madhaw maingo me to dengu mantavalilay tomat sao total be yung beka nga o tu
Kung di na siya kanila karawan ita
so
totoka iya VInaka balik na grabe au klana buku kimami na barong chukayani kemembia babin VInaka kem di na itake nung matabupale na nung mundo tutaka kadungkya na non rabata bulita na ngoni kani marawi kimami na to sar chukayani na rere VInaka ni non risuli ni meke dari tal ngabir na ngoni na non ramaro taka na non lagi meke tu na matana liv singkarara na meke matana liv ya ke makasaraw na ngoni liwir bakitin kalima la kusombo mersan duri matana liv mermeke gay wada bali na ngoni saradorbo sarangone lokin se wada bonita
hindi na saranga
Totoka saranga. Okay, darsan na ngwale ni ko na ulutan ni Melanesian Festival. Bikin na barong tu mai kero sana bi buke na basa bakababalani bi Alipate balete ni barong tarchunga mai to na wekanta to na baka Melanesia berto mi Papua New Guinea Vanuatu Solomoni to na baka rong tu New Caledonia and vital no ni ko membaleta na Melanesia Festival io nita ba madal tak manda maya tika ba manda ba se ambudi ni ba na ringo ni Melanesia Festival.
Yes, levu Dr. T. So the beginnings of this Melanesian Festival, the discussion began, I believe, around 2009, back when we were sitting on a table with Joana Monolagi, and we were talking about our experience at Pacifica Festival, and as well as Polyfest. And the conversation went something around the lines of, hey, every time, we're always dominated by Polynesia. And so, we're sitting there talking and we're thinking, hey, what about us Melanesians, And so we started to think, oh, how many of us are there in Auckland or New Zealand in general? And we know at Pacifica, the Melanesian villages are usually combined together. You have a little Solomon Islands, Vanuatu are usually classed as others in the festival at Pacifica. And sadly, unfortunately, over the more recent years, our Melanesian brothers and sisters have kind of been pushed to the side. And these are some of the grievances. We were talking with some of the community leaders the other night that, they've always felt left out or felt marginalized when it comes to having an opportunity to showcase their culture or come together as a people. And so this discussion happened many, many years ago, and it's only up until recently that I was talking with Tau Joana, and we were saying, you know what, we should probably try and do something again. And so coming out of COVID, I think we had motivation and hopes looking forward to do something finally. So, I approached some of the funders at Creative New Zealand and bounced the idea off and said, hey, we want to do something in this space to bring our Melanesian people together. And it was kind of funny at first because I had to do a little bit of educating around what Melanesia was, because I think here in Auckland, we're so stuck in the frame of Polynesia. And rightly so, because we have the large communities of Tonga and Samoa, Cook Islands, Tuvalu, Tokelau, and of course our Tangata Whenua. So, we're here in Polynesia, but often the case, our Melanesian nations are usually put to the back and there's not much interaction with our Melanesian nations. And so popped the idea to Creative New Zealand. They said, right, we want to help out and make this dream become a reality. And presto, we received the funding. They saw the vision and the goal of bringing our people together for the first time to encourage the language, the arts, the culture, food, and more importantly, for us to establish a network amongst our Melanesian brothers and sisters. And so, on the 22nd of October, which is next Saturday here in Auckland, we'll be having our first ever Melanesian Festival at the Waitemata Rugby Grounds in Henderson, West Auckland.
Wow, congratulations, man. That's a big achievement. And sometimes, we can sit and maybe either complain or looking at, sort of like looking at the glass half empty. But for you and Tochoana, you grabbed the opportunity and said, let's do something about it. Wow, Totoka Saranga. So what do people need to expect on the day?
Yes, so we've just met this week at with some of the other community leaders, and we have a nice jam-packed program filled out from the whole day. We've got 3 bands featured for the day. We've got 2 Solomon Island bands, and of course the 3rd band is our very own Queen of Wunde, or I believe that's Lisa Volakoro's title. We'll have to think of a title for Georgina Lendua. Because I know I grew up with her as a young person in Fiji, jamming to her Wunde beats, and so we're quite excited to have her feature on there for Fiji as well. And we have various performances from the different islands. The Solomon Islands in itself, there's 6 different cultural groups. Kila Dr. Tin, doon na kao sa may wakilango in interacting with these Melanesian communities, do tan sarangan ay varaw nimbula, it's completely different to where we think of Fiji, our idea of nationhood and unity. Kima misa koko sartunga, kima mi wakame dan dua bata VInaka, if that makes sense. The idea of nationhood is easy in Fiji. Wirna wekanda mana Solomoni, they were just sharing, and may nayatu Papua talinga, they were sharing and saying, you know, it's a lot more challenging for them to bring their communities together. Balita ni chiko na vivando induitaki ni vosa. Komandanga Papua New Guinea, they have what, 800 languages. You'll be familiar with it, Doc. And so for this idea of coming together, you have to be sensitive to the provincial differences. Nanondra Vengaravi, nanondra nanduinduini Meke, nanduinduini Sulu. I was just amazed at how diverse and rich their cultures are. And this is what we're going to get a taste of it at Melanesian Festival. For Papua New Guinea, we have their segment is featuring 5 of the different areas of Papua New Guinea. I'll just name a few of them. And this has been brought to us by the amazing Nambis events that's run by Julia Mageau Gray. And so they're featuring a fashion show that's inspired by Papua New Guinea traditional wear. And they're featuring the islands of, the provinces of Goroka, Manus, Kiwai, Trobriand, and Tolai, Rabol, from the Rabol district. And then for the Solomons, we have groups from Tangai, Tikopia, Temotu, Bellona, and the Western provinces. I was just amazed that Iviti o kenda kilai kenda VInaka, we just know oi orto manayatu lao ya, oi orto mai dakaundrove loma Iviti, and we're very familiar. But you know, in dealing and interacting with our family from the rest of Melanesia, really beautiful, really beautiful. So much to offer. The richness and diversity of their culture is just amazing. And so this is that's the stage. That's the main stage. So of course, in our stalls, we'll be having the crafts and the arts from the various islands, as well as the foods. Now, that's something I'm really, really excited to look forward to, is to sample some of the different foods from the different Melanesian islands. So very excited to look forward to that.
Sa totoo ka saranga di na to ko na kaya ko na nita because we are so familiar with our own countries. Like for Fiji, we're familiar with the with each other, the Vivekani, the Vito Wutaki, the Vitambani. And then when you look at our next door neighbor, Vanuatu, Solomoni, and Papua New Guinea, Dotani Sara, and even now you are reading out the names of those tribes that maybe many of us have never heard before.
And Dr. T, the amazing thing is, Mateni Festival go, it's a local centralized community focus. So this festival is completely run by the community. It's not a council event or government event. Go Vivivak Sartungan community. So we're working with the Solomon Island leaders, Papua New Guinea community leaders, Vanuatu, we're working closely with them. So Dongana Matuvale may Ortona New Caledonia, but we've had huge interest from New Caledonia itself. We received many, many emails of traditional cultural groups from New Caledonia, Sovirna Matasere, likewise from the Solomons and Papua New Guinea as well, and Vanuatu. And so we've had to say, Isa, just bear with us. This is our very first one. We'll just have a central local one here in Auckland. And next year, we'll probably look at bringing all of our whānau or our weka from the islands to come in and bring their cultural groups and showcase more. Hope maybe we might blow it into a 2-day festival with so much to showcase. But yeah, small steps, baby steps for now. And we hope that the local communities here in Auckland and around the country will come out in big numbers to support and enjoy the richness of this festival that's never been seen here before.
Wow, man, that's so wonderful to hear. There sa taraira na elonra, ira na daw lang sere, ira na daw wait time na libo na kami na bimatintungor. They will definitely want to come over to Aotearoa. So a big congratulations to the team. I know it's not easy, as you said, it's baby steps, but I'm sure you'll have a debrief after this first festival, and then you will expand it, in the future. So that was leading on to my next question. What will be your plan with what are your committee thinking about 2023 and beyond?
Well, we definitely, this is going to be a yearly thing that we will hope to have. Already we haven't even done the first one, but we already have ideas like, hey, you know what, we can do this, this, and this. One thing that would be nice is maybe we could kickstart on a Friday evening with some of our popular artists from the different islands. Jaro local from the Solomons, Ocean from Papua New Guinea, and then we have our up-and-coming rising stars out of Fiji, or Tonaviti One crew. They've been traveling all over Australia and New Zealand, in and out of the country. Amazing, and I think Indigenous music is owning such a vibe now that even non-Pacific people are starting to jump onto Indigenous music, and because they feel the rhythm, it's something different and unique. And I believe, it's the mana of our cultures, the language, and everything that comes through this music, combined from all of the traditional world, fusing it with contemporary. Amazing, and I think we have so much to offer. I mean, you yourself, Dr. T, have been to the Melanesian Arts Festival in previous years. It's just the tip of the iceberg, I'm sure, from what you've seen. Mind-blowing, eh? So, I mean, from where this festival could go, potentially, it's huge. I guess, they say the sky is the limit, but I believe potential is here. But we will just go one step at a time and do this one properly, and see where we go from there. We will definitely love to connect back with each of the islands and bring some of their master arts and craft people, as well as the performing artists as well. That would be amazing to bring them to New Zealand.
Yeah, that is so awesome. Because I remember the last Melanesian Arts Festival I attended was in Papua New Guinea in 2014 in Port Moresby, and we had tribes from all over Papua New Guinea because they were the host. Oh, neta, I usana no mga undi ba may millionaire na sine ay. Na nondareza na be matanggali bilum na be matanggali imbe. Gayerto taratalanga no rabal. Ira, they actually build houses, like houses from the Papuan Gulf, and I was able to enter some of those houses. They were built on stilts. Tara na ambito mo kambay vacuum gayo duro nilom ni bayango. Era they inside the house. Sandur malabutu, but when you go inside, they were like in different tamba rotu si tamba toli loma.
Oi, wow, sayawa.
Iyo, o mana nga usang gorong-gor sar nga bang isa. Usa mataw nga na reda na balbakabiti, klame dambe nga na ngel, ngay lakotak nga na yaw, sa kwasar nga. Iorto na kanta may Papua New Guinea ko, erto sa taramanda na balyan, isa ba duro balabutu benambitu, gaito duro nilo, manggali tambarutu, tambatulilo, manira warumurumutu. Arere pinakatini klan tagay reda na nonra baka nga taka nga nakanga itu ya sini nonra koro komata nga yan ang bitu nakana baka nga teka ng bitu rasa ka ni manto ala kana kay erazimbi taka kila okay tagay reda bang kodo na vale tali ng bitu baka ta samber ng bek ayaw nuguray klan tari to norto vale lalangan bitu sento no vale to tuka na vale lalangan bitu baka ta sando berira biyaw mekakwa ya. But from a heritage point of view, they are living in a very rich space. Baleta nalalanga ito benasi di balera kaya nga nalalanga di balera ni dari na may bakayaw, they will know which tribe they belong to. It's like an ancient language, ancient design. Ortona kanak may New Caledonia, they have makana carvings, na sibisibi, ito yung matinibale. Siya ni daduro babitalia, bakatika na may pitin, dandau tama. Tama ni saber ni daduro ni bal. O ira, rareda may na kana sibisibi ito yung matinibale, rakila na balang go modurukin si siya.
Uy, wow.
Baka tawin na tribe, which tribe you belong to. Kaya gaya na nung kutakataka na anthropology, a lot of these things are found through architecture, through weaving, through carving. So I'm just so excited about this event. Where will the event be, and how will they know more from the next week you have in front of you?
Sandon, ay simber ni Somanototaro. O kaya nga VInaka nga ni ko sinibeso ni ko Loloma ni Valea.
Waya marami dikatam na lang ako. Waya marami dikatam na lang ako na bisukir total.
Total orto na kinataw kay. So so na vale buyo. So if you'd love to know more information, it'll be held at the Waitemata Rugby Club grounds in Henderson, West Auckland, 96 Swanson Road. It's right next to the Sturgis Road train station. If you don't, there's lots of parking around the train station and the club grounds as well. If you don't want to bother driving, you can catch a train. The train is right next to the festival grounds. So you can hop right off at the station and straight into the festival there. For more information, head to the Facebook page, Melanesian Festival Auckland, as well as Instagram. You can connect through that way. And on those pages, you'll find the emails for stall holders and for performing arts. If you're interested in performing there, we still have slots available. I think right now we have about 25 stalls. That's a combination of crafts and food. But we have room for more. So if you think you'd love to come, our stall fees are very affordable. It's only $150 for food and $50 for craft stalls. If you're going to Pacifica, you pay a minimum of $800 and up. Polyfest, almost $1,000 for the 3 days or so. Our focus again is community. We're not a commercial entity, and we're not there to make money off the community. We're there to provide opportunity. So $150 only for food stall. If you're a corporate stall coming in for business stuff, then it's $350. But arts and crafts only $50. So please come if you're interested, and also encourage your families and friends to come and enjoy the massive cultural celebrations that's going to take place that day.
So totoo kasaranga Kembali nakaka na there will be food. Definitely. So for those of you listening in, don't eat at home, come to the grounds and eat there.
Yes.
And also for the crafts. What kind of crafts are you thinking of that will be sold on the day, Alipate?
There's crafts, Fijian crafts, there's Solomon Island crafts, and I believe there's crafts from Papua New Guinea. Ortona Vanuatu, they're still formalizing their stall. So they'll probably have a combination of food and crafts as well from Vanuatu.
Wow, man, this is exciting. I really want to commend the committee. And speaking of the committee, who are part of this committee?
Yes, so Joana Monolagi. Then we have our operations team, or Dachi Low, who's quite the expert with festivals and events with his Pineapple Hut business. So he's in charge of the stalls and the operation side of it all. And then we have our social media team, which is led by some young and up-and-coming budding entrepreneurs. So Mbai Mbuli Ruro, who just graduated from AUT, I believe, with his media degree. And of course, that's all his wonderful work you've seen on our social media. Authentic, originally created designs. It's just awesome to see these young people coming up and using their talents and what they've worked hard for. And so we have one community rep from each of the communities, the Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, as well as New Caledonia. So we have a bit of a team behind us all. And of course, we have in the operations team, we have our security, our police, we have our youth groups who will be patrolling the grounds to ensure that rubbish collection and processing is taking place. Yeah, lots going on behind the scenes. And just a shout out to our operations team, as well as the social media team as well, and our community reps for coming on board and believing in us. Ndona ka Dr. Tia Vivaretaka, ni irna we kanda na Solomoni na Papua New Guinea, wirna Vanuatu, tarai au saranga na non tombosi na madao saoti, e na non ravavin VInaka. Vakame go indona ka era ngandreva mai na vida na imbaki saoti, Gay uira, rando vare di kenda na viti, ni o kenda da tu VInaka tu in New Zealand, and da lewe levu, da sa ndende tungo in New Zealand, go uira rando vare di kenda me vakame o kenda menda vakame da liu takira. They keep looking to us for leadership. And they're saying they're so thankful that we're using our position in the community to do something and bring them together. Because of course their communities are a lot smaller, and they're segregated a lot by spreading out across the Motu, and they look at us with a view that we have strength in numbers, and we're well established, we're well connected with government and all other agencies. They couldn't be more grateful. It was really heartwarming to hear them expressing themselves in our meeting previously on Thursday. And it only confirmed to me the need for us to do something about it and bring our people together. Because I think at times too we can forget that Fiji is a part of Polynesia, but our roots are in Melanesia. And that's why I'm really excited to explore and learn more by interacting and forming a relationship and a network with them. One thing I emphasized to our community leaders was that, just as I shared, there is strength in numbers. If we want a seat and a voice at the table, whether it's for funding or for government policy, we need to be unified and come together. And I think by us coming together and forming an association as Melanesians living in New Zealand, that way our voice can be heard collectively and we can get a lot more done for our people that we deserve. So I just want to encourage everybody, put your cultural differences aside, whether it's from a different province, religious differences, whatever church you come from, don't let that hold you back. Come forward for the good of your children and for your nation. You can do a lot by coming together and serving each other. We can achieve many, many things together as one.
Really acknowledge what you said, and also the visibility is really important. Now that all of us going to be there next Saturday in big numbers, the councillors, they will be watching. Also those who work in the government, the ministers, they will be watching. And I can just see huge potential and a lot of possibilities in the future. What would you like to say to your funders and to those who have supported you and your committee?
Yes, I just wanted to say a big shout out to Makerita Urale, Kavika Aipa, and the team at Creative New Zealand, VInaka Saravakalevu, for believing in the vision to bring our people together. And I hope you're ready, because we're not going to go away. We'll be knocking on your door again for more funding for next year. But no, our heart is, we're truly grateful indeed. And I'm sure they're going to see the results at the festival next Saturday. So keep that in your prayers for a nice hot day. Me kunitau na uda. But I'm actually very hopeful and thankful to the team for supporting this event to bring our Melanesian people together.
Wow, man, that's just so wonderful to see the positive, the connections amongst yourselves. VInaka bertona bekanta to me Papua New Guinea, so to our Papua New Guinea brothers and sisters from Vanuatu, from the Solomon Islands, and also from New Caledonia. Don't feel don't feel alone in this journey, and we're so thankful that our brothers and sisters from Fiji, in this case, are taking the lead. And I think it'll come to a point when you might be kind of co-sharing, the management of this event.
Yes.
So is that something that you're planning to do, Neta, to say in the next couple of years they will be sharing of that?
It would be nice. That's definitely in the plans. Matainga ni Ambakingo, Fiji will host. For upcoming years, we're looking to give the hosting to each community. Say next year could be Solomon Islands, following year could be Papua New Guinea. Gorme sa solisar tunga verto na kina liuta kini programu mervaya dorito kina na nonrato vengarabi vagavanua se dabanga rando da kaba. And again, it's another way, an opportunity for them to practice their culture so that their younger ones can see as well. Often we hear them doing their own independent celebrations amongst themselves, or Tona Solomoni, Papua New Guinea we attended a few weeks ago, Vanuatu as well, but never have we come together in this respect, such as the other big Melanesian festival. And Dona Katalanga Wase ni the official Melanesian spearhead group na Wasa Pacifica, the official government one, Rato email my and they said Rato VInaka and Nakato the Kavatingo Auckland, and basically said they will be looking to find ways that they could support and network with this program here in New Zealand. We said, hey, you know what? This is what it's all about, is reconnecting back to the Vanua, back to our people and our leaders so that we can be supported as well from here to uplift our people. And so, the potential is unlimited. Again, just truly, truly grateful for the support and the belief in this vision. And I encourage everybody to come along and just enjoy it. Like Fiji Day today, I know this is going to be a completely unique and different cultural experience. I can't wait to watch all the different dances from the Solomons and Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, and to try their food as well. So I'm really excited myself.
Wow, so and I get to see that today. The Fiji Day was celebrated in Mageau Gray, which is in South Auckland. What are your thoughts that now it's going to be in West Auckland? I really love the fact that it's not always in South Auckland or Central. There's some emphasis on the West. What would you like to say to that? It's
people often forget that there's a huge Fijian community here in West, as well as a Pacific Island community. Kilala level na focus to kinanga na south. It's focused on the south because they have the numbers, I guess. But West is definitely a place to be reckoned with, and hopefully this festival will bring some of that spotlight to this side as well. So we're looking forward to seeing the reaction and the support coming from everyone around Auckland.
Wow, as they say, West is best. So that's really nice to see that there's a spread of the love. From Central Auckland for the Pacific Festival, the big event every March. And then now we have the I think the Polyfest also in Manukau, and then now with the Fiji Day in Mageau Gray. But it's so good to hear that the Melanesian Festival is going to be in West Auckland. So for those of you from New Zealand listening in, if you're from the West, or even if from the South, East, please catch the train. As what Alipate is saying, the train will stop right next to the big park. So no need for you to drive. Park your car at the train station in Waitemata or wherever you are close to, and just take the train. I'm a train person. When I was in New Zealand, I love to catch the train. You get a time to sit in the train and reflect, and not to worry about where you're going to park the car. Parking. So just bring your family and have fun next Saturday. So what time does it start, Nita?
We start at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we have our little ceremony of welcome. We'll have the parading of the flags of the different nations, as well as each flag bearer will be in their traditional dress or costume from their island. And we have all our Melanesian community leaders up on stage. And yeah, we'll have an official ceremony there. Dona Keneangona for the chief guest. And we'll be right into the swing of things.
Wow, to talk. What about for those of us who won't be able to be there physically? Will there be any live stream
Yes, there will be
on the day?
live stream here. There will be live stream on the Facebook page.
Okay.
And so our social media team will be running Facebook Live as well as EO. Facebook Live will be the main place to view what's going on at the Melanesian Festival. So do tune in, give our little humble page a click and a like, and we'll build it up from there. That page will be there to run into the future for all future festivals as well. So that's on Melanesian Festival Auckland. That's found on Facebook as well as Instagram.
Oh, okay, Facebook. Eh? So what's the name of the Facebook page? Is that
Melanesian Festival
Melanesia?
Auckland. Yeah.
Okay,
Just
Melanesia Festival Auckland. Oh, okay. So can you say it one more time?
Melanesian Festival Auckland.
Okay, Melanesian Festival Auckland. Please give them a like. Also, they have an Instagram page, and once you like their page, you can follow their live stream next Saturday. So you can be able to see some of the dances, and also possibly next year you can start saving your money for those of us away to fly over to New Zealand, hopefully during this time to be in time for the festival for 2023. Anything else? Maybe your last comments to the listeners?
Thank you so much, Dr. T, for the plug-in. And again, just encourage our communities to come out and damay vi maliway, but kaya na wekan damay nayatu Melanesia. Let's come out and get to know them. This our community reps in our little committee. Marama lasa saranga mana Solomon ki Papua. Oh, it's just listening to the different accents. Nirdo talk pigeon. Oh, to talk saranga to vosa. It's amazing to hear that, and their sense of humor. Kilasa lasa saranga. It's just, for me, it's a whole new cultural experience, and I really enjoyed it. Hopefully, you all come out and you see some of our cousins from there. Go up and introduce yourself. Say, hey, I'm from Fiji. Where are you guys from? Get in there, and that's a unique cultural experience that you may not ever experience unless you go to the islands. So yeah, do come out and take advantage of this opportunity to immerse yourself in another culture and just enjoy it, because it's something we don't see or we haven't seen in New Zealand for a very long time, actually, unless we watch it online. But Dr. T.
Sabi na makalebo na namsulit tumena namungon ni kwa neta. We wish you all the very best, especially the committee members, to the Buliroro family, the Monolagi family, and others that I may not mention, but I know you are listening right now. We just wanted to say thank you to all of the families like Julia, Mageau Gray, and others who have worked tirelessly behind the scene to make the event for next year, next week possible. So remember, it's October 22nd next year. Nakbalib sa Renita, sabak mo dan bikim do makabi tamani, Loloma makalib sa ren, then we'll watch you all online next week. VInaka.
Kakiteano po Marie.
VInaka, kakiteano, iya. Ano to kami a Hawaii, ahui ho. Iya.
Ahui ho, isa, nung kumano taleao.
Iya. Naka, nakawalip sa nita, matatakmanda. Iya. Naka, Isa, o turangan ita Alipate Traill, saya masarci ko may Auckland, may New Zealand, and kay binagani kuan da marota kana nona sulitu nona ngona, may talo no to weekend ko ni kuan may baleta na songo levu na mada ko tumai na Melanesia Festival. So bikim ni ay adon ber mai ni sega ni rongoda na sere na maybe chale mareau. Da na rongoda tal madana serengo me tiniki na nonda songo VInaka and siru VInaka ni kuan. Nakabakalebu na bakarong mai.
And my family's here to stay. We've been here for a pretty long time and we work hard day to day. I'm a Melanesian and I'm proud of that, but I hope that someday we could all live together forever in peace in God's way. What'd you say? What'd you say? Melanesia, they songo au lewena, au vanga caravanu avoli.
So the Papua VInaka be chale mareau and an orto sere to tokaya na Melanesia ni ngol serani ba kalewe na songo na mada ko tumai singa pokarawa ni karusul ko ni singa ni bulo ko toba te buti ko na viwa na mataklilai ba kasatu kun tika na Alipate ningai ngole na orto Waitemata na Facebook page na Melanesia Festival Auckland ni baka muria na to tangga ni baba ni Facebook ni baka muria talaga to tangga ni baba ni Instagram tu kete kina na itu kutuk matelelai ni songo na singa baka rawai katumai o sabak mo ni bikem ni may na loma ni tahun ni go Jamani sama taglele chungo biketo sa ngayo chungo katalau o klan so bikem ni sa hote ba kabi o sabak ni binakten bikem ni to ko sara binaka baka lebo na nom ni siya chungo na program mo go ni Samoa ta komanda naka